The office gossip. Sandra loved knowing things before anyone else. Every office has one person like her. She arrived early just to hear more. The printer was her favorite listening post. People talked freely near machines and coffee. One Tuesday, she overheard something about Jake. Jake was the quiet analyst on floor 2. Someone said his contract was not renewed. Sandra's eyes lit up like a screen. She saved the news like a file. By 9, she had told 3 people. Each telling added one small extra detail. The first version said Jake was leaving. The second said he had been fired. The third said he had done something wrong. Jake walked in at 9:15, smiling. He had no idea what was circling. His coffee was hot and his mood good. He greeted Sandra, she smiled too wide. That smile meant something, but he missed it. By 10, the story had spread to HR. Linda in HR frowned at her inbox. Someone had forwarded a message about Jake. The message had no source, only confidence. Confidence travels faster than facts always. Jake's manager, Rob, called him in at noon. Jake sat down thinking it was routine. Rob looked uncomfortable and spoke in short sentences. He said the team had heard some things. Jake asked which things. Rob couldn't say. Jake left the room feeling suddenly cold. He retraced his steps but found nothing wrong. He had done his work and done it well. He had met every deadline this whole quarter. He could not find the shape of the problem. Sandra ate her lunch feeling important and full. She did not connect the cause to effect. She thought gossip was just conversation moving faster. Kevin from marketing stopped by her desk. He asked if the Jake thing was confirmed. Sandra said she had heard it herself. That was enough for Kevin to repeat it. Kevin told 4 people before 2 o'clock. Each person told 2 more before 3. The office is a small and efficient machine. Jake sat at his desk trying to focus. His eyes kept flicking to people passing by. He noticed the small reroutes and pauses. People glanced at him and then looked away. That kind of looking has its own weight. He opened a blank document and stared. He typed one sentence and deleted it. At 4 he went to Sandra directly. He stood at her desk and waited. She looked up and her smile flickered. He asked if she had heard anything about him. She said she had heard a small thing. He asked her to say exactly what. She repeated the story she had started. Hearing it out loud, she heard it differently. It had grown from what she originally said. She felt the first thread of discomfort. Jake listened without expression until she finished. Then he said quietly, "None of that is true." Sandra opened her mouth and closed it again. She had not considered that possibility seriously. She had been too busy enjoying the telling. Jake walked back to his desk without another word. Sandra sat very still for several minutes. She replayed the original conversation she had overheard. She had heard 2 words and assumed a story. The 2 words were contract and ending. Contract ending meant renewal discussion, not termination. She had built a fire from a spark. She went to Kevin, but Kevin had gone home. She messaged him, "I think I got it wrong." Kevin read it on the train and sighed. He typed back, "It's already everywhere by now." Sandra put her phone face down on the desk. She stared at her screen without seeing it. The next morning Jake came in quieter. He had spent the night reading the situation. He knew what had happened and who started it. He chose not to confront her again. He simply did his work and said little. People slowly noticed the rumor had no proof. The story faded the way small fires do. But Jake remembered who had looked at him strangely. He remembered every reroute and every flickered smile. Trust, once doubted, does not fully return. Sandra drafted an apology 3 times and sent none. She told herself he had moved on. She did not know if that was true. Rob gave Jake a strong review that quarter. Jake's contract was renewed with a small raise. Sandra heard about the raise from someone else. She did not share that piece of news. She had learned one thing from all of it. Some words, once spoken, cannot be called back. The office kept humming its ordinary Tuesday sounds.